Hello, everybody. What's up? My name is Gally.
And I am Knight.
And welcome back to
Great Ace Attorney. So says the cat. Hello, sir. Anyway.
Let us begin. Let us begin. Let us get in. I said get in. To the beef of the situation.
Yeah. Did we read this line?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Indeed so, which tells us shortly after 2 a.m. something happened. Here aboard the SS Buria.
Oh, shit.
Something significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact.
You know, I know you said significantly significant, and I'm like, that can't be right. And I look at it, and I'm like, oh, it's sufficiently, but yours makes it sound better for his character.
Yeah, that's why I kind of didn't question it.
Sorry.
Because I'm like, that's wrong, but he'd say it, so... Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night?
Stop talking rubbish.
Fine, I'll talk trash.
That was so bad.
Shut up.
If I'm perfectly honest, I find it a little hard to believe myself. Oh? Why? Well, because if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened, surely all of us would have noticed.
That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know how it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently and the alarm bells was so loud.
I swear when she does this, she's like whispering to you.
No, I think it's her way of, think pose. I can't imagine that anybody would sleep through all that, even if it happened in the dead of the night.
Well, no. That's a good point.
What of the throbbing?
Sorry. What do you mean?
Your head, man! Use it! The throbbing of your head since this morning. You've all suffered it. Ah!
Oh, yes. I have had a headache, you're right. But I'm also used to coughing up blood on the consistence. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since 3 years ago in the red light district.
Well, yeah, that is a way of picking up things, but, I would say since he got the shit beaten out of him. His, I have a headache doesn't really apply to Evan.
Yeah. Would you look at his face, man?
No, I have I. Hers is more reasonable. My head has been feeling very heavy ever since dawn. Yes, you've all been affected, haven't you? Just as I suspected.
Spoilers. It keeps going.
I have downloadable content for that?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway.
He's right. My head's been throbbing today, too. Mostly because of Biff.
Biff?
Biff Stroganoff.
Alright, Biff.
You try yelling in this accent.
No, I can't even do it.
And since eating yesterday evening, everything's felt sort of hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. And the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. I'd already been dragged out of the wardrobe. And had those handcuffs put on me at that point. Why didn't I wake up when all this was happening to me?
Tell me, Mr. Naruto. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, well, yeah, sorry.
The stowaway class of accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on?
Oh, well, Kazuma looked after me. As lovers do. He was always happy to share his food.
So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it?
Yeah, in fact, I had all of it. Kasuma wasn't fond of chicken.
Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all?
That's right. He didn't touch it. Is that relevant? Orion seems to think not.
Really? I thought you said yeah.
Chicken is
My dear fellow, does that not strike you?
Chicken is delicious, Mama.
Oh! Yeah, he finds it weird that someone wouldn't eat chicken. Mr. Holmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken?
The poison was in the ice cubes.
I thought it was in the beef bullet.
That was the last case, dear, and it was steak.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
I don't remember if there was a Mythbusters thing or something, but like ages ago, people were like, "Oh, if you take a frozen, like beef-shaped bullet and shoot it into someone, you could kill them. It would thaw and just look like flesh."
Never heard that before.
There was also one of like frozen bullet into a person because it would melt.
Yeah.
Um,
But you wouldn't be able to get the bullet in the chamber.
well, that's the thing. You could and fire it, but they did prove it wouldn't work. So,
Of course it wouldn't work. You know what? We're not going to get into it.
I know.
I know the answer that you have is completely different than the one I'm thinking. But the point of the matter is, we both know it wouldn't work.
I do.
No! Really? Is that really true?
The meal prepared for the passengers last night has been tampered with. By the addition of Saporic Professor.
Soporovic?
Yeah. My mouth don't want to speak it. Designed to induce a very deep slumber for those who consumed it. AKA, it was drugged. Are you Googling it?
What is soporific? Adjective, tending to induce drowsiness or sleep. The motion on the train had a somewhat soporic effect.
See, I don't think it's the pronunciation's right, but I also don't know what the pronunciation is.
Soporific.
That's why I just said they're drugs.
A sleeping drug. Dude, you tried to say that the guy wasn't poisoned in the last fucking case, okay?
To be fair, it was a poison that they couldn't detect.
Do you mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug so that no one would notice the ship's emergency stop?
Mr. Naruto, of course that's not what Mr. Holmes means. What a far-fetched idea.
That's exactly what he means.
Precisely! Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a soporic drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew is a conspirator. Mr. Holmes?
But I'm not! Yeah, but you're also not a member of the crew.
Well, Seaman? I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will not get you anywhere.
Shit. Look at them big sad eyes.
If you refuse to talk, there will be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And were that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals for aiding and abetting a renegade.
Oh, shit. He looks so, like, sad and awkward now. Oh, God, like, look at how bad the tan is.
Please, no more. I will tell everything.
Eh?
I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore. These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe.
She is my daughter.
Yes, so when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help. Everyone together. She is my daughter after all. She threw away everything. Her fame in the ballet. Mother Russia. We wanted to help my angel. I don't believe it. Believe it.
Believe it! Sorry. No,
You are right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night. Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point. Duh. We could not make all drug. How do you say... dissolve? Ugh. Talk about heavy seasoning. At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boat.
Voila, the passengers of the SS Mirage slept soundly. Thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion, their evening meals had contained...
Except for me, I was in a fucking wardrobe. So if
You were
that's what
still
happened...
slumbering, bitch.
The only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who dislike chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in that case. There would have been complete chaos.
Oh, I wouldn't say so.
What? Ah, of course! Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins, after which they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug.
Quite, and accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
So all the doors were locked regardless.
Yes. The overwhelming majority of passengers would have habitually slept with their cabin doors bolted anyway. And so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning.
Why is he not surprised? Oh, well, because I know he was awake, but like...
He would have been awake about it.
But... You have talked a long time and said many things. What is point?
The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene of the scene where the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night. But, I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl.
Oh, fuck you! You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. Oh, now we're back to this. But I am sailor. And sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes.
That's not true. Sailors are very superstitious. Laudable.
Laudable.
Yeah, okay. A laudable trait. Sorry, I was going to say laughable. I'm like, wait, no, that's not laughable.
Maybe we could just make it laughable.
No.
What? That might
I am quite the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruto?
Oh, yeah?
Do you hear it? The accusatory cry of guilt on the wind?
No, that was just me farting.
What accusatory cry of guilt?
Sorry, hope it doesn't smell that bad.
Proof of involvement, man. Not your fault. But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes. For observation is the bias of all education. Deduction. Why was I going to say education?
I mean, it's pretty close to the same word. But also like to hear with your eyes. I have no mouth and I have no ass and I must shit.
No, it's I have no mouth, but I must scream.
No,
The other one is just vulgar.
What are you talking about? Other one is funny as shit.
Not to me. But then shit's not really funny. We have different sense of humor sometimes.
My job as a boyfriend is to make you laugh.
You do. Just in different ways. Anyways, I believe the time has come. For one via logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth.
That infuriates me though, and yet it's so true.
Hmm?
I'm just a little girl.
She's 14.
16.
No, she's 14.
She's 16.
No, she's 14. She ran away. She was on the ship 2 years ago, but she was 14 when she ran away.
How old is Nina Pavlo? Can't spell Pavlova.
I don't think you...
In Ace Ventura? Oh, she's 15. We're both wrong.
My point is, though,
I'm just saying. No, she's 14. No, she's 16. We're both wrong.
so, Mr. Naruto, your existence, if you please.
See, you look good there.
He always looks good. But yeah, the drawings look better than the 3D
With
models.
what exactly, Mr. Holmes?
With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said, of these two
Prevaricators?
prevaricators.
I'm the one with better grammar skills, and even that word looked weird to me. Must have
Okay.
been Russian.
No, it's old-fashioned.
Well, observation?
These words went out of style 100 years ago, okay?
200 years ago.
Not 100. This is late 1800s, and it would have taken time for things to go out of fashion. If you remember, Mr. Naruto, we know what somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. What we're looking for is the trace evidence of that one of these two was there when it happened. Precisely, you are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning.
Alright. See what I can hear, he said. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night because someone died. The glass bell, the...
Oh, sorry. I need new Joy-Cons. They do this on their own.
Whee!
Would you stop that?
Her missing earpiece? Oh.
I'm trying to angle up again, but it won't let me.
Oh. Oh, so he goes to prison. Oh, look at that. That's a little high up to be shitting yourself. Sorry. Some kind of stain in an unusual place.
It's not even brown. Yes, you're right. It looks like ink, if I'm not mistaken.
It just kind of sounded like you had a conversation with yourself. It's not even brown. Oh, right, it's ink! Ink. Look at the color, too. It's clear where this came from.
Yes.
But
We haven't
really, why would
exactly
you, like...
found it.
Why would you circle somebody and be like, aha! You don't think you'd be like, where the fuck are you going? Seaman Stroganoff? You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Eh? Wrong side.
Right side.
Yes, I am. I don't know where the dirt comes from. Dirt?
So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain?
Maybe you sat on your pen. Again, I know it's not, like, in the right place, but,
I
like...
once accidentally Put a pen in the wash with my stuff. That was fun.
What are you trying to say?
Don't do that. It's a stupid idea. It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain.
Very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform.
And I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is!
Get out of here, woman.
So, Mr. Haruhodo, present the evidence that proves it.
My pleasure. Alright then, the evidence that proves what that stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform really is.
They love to talk.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Wait, is this one?
I'm gonna say yes, because there isn't any other.
Yeah, I was hoping there was one that had.
Well, no, it's just gonna ask you to. Oh, I thought it was gonna magnify it or something. You had to be like, it was this! Yes, it's in this It's in this photograph!
Every time it makes me laugh!
And the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink? You'll realize we sort of squid and octopus.
Yes, but it's a rather unusual color of ink. Purple! They have black.
Oh, shit!
The penny drops at last. Now you see the significance.
Pennies don't exist anymore.
Not in Canada, anywhere. They haven't since 2012.
The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body is written in purple ink.
Just like the Toonie first arrived in 1996, which I believe was the year that none of it became a territory. A lot of things happened that year.
I was gonna say you should know that, considering trivia.
No, the reason I know that is because that's the year my second niece was born. Anyway. Well, it's still your life.
And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of the exact same color.
If the ink had been dry, it could possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means... you must have been present in the cabin. Oh yeah, I'm yawning in the middle. I don't know what that sentence made me yawn for.
Oh shit, present in the cabin.
In the cabin moments immediately after the ink was spilt.
She's like, look at that ass. I'm your father, for fuck's sakes. No, they're not actually related, but like, give me some flair. Alright, yes. It is, in fact, the 22nd, not the 23rd.
Alright. I was changing my calendar.
It was me. I did it. Everything. Bullshit! I arranged everything in Dead Student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Brohya do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect my daughter.
Biff, please. Wait, wrong?
That was the wrong voice.
Biff, please.
You called me Da.
No.
Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty, patrolling passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet.
Biff, please, you must help me.
I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. Fuck. Who was it that said it to me? We were talking about something where somebody died and they're like, oh, it was during trivia, but I can't remember what it was about. And the one guy was like, I hope someday somebody can talk about my death in such a monotone way.
Yeah, I don't remember.
What happened in here?
Please, don't tell anyone. My little one. My little furry friend.
Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you. The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Sogi's cat.
But
I was reading it as Stroganoff.
well,
Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell on the floor. Yes, that is right, and that was good fucking impression. Still hate your face. So after the incident, when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers.
only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor.
She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No? Daughter? Angel? The door was not locked. So she opened to look, and you already know what happened after. But
There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind.
I was gonna say, she doesn't believe. What?
When you went to Mr. Sogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why?
I already told you. When Nina opened door of student's cabin and looked,
I was asking Miss Pavlova.
no, but okay, well, Nina,
Why were you?
because like it did the whole exclamation point for her, but it was him who was talking.
Yeah, but she's kind of like, wait, shit, you're directing directly at me? Yeah.
So yeah, I guess.
I think, and just, oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him, it was dark. He was wearing black, but he was on floor, not moving. I was scared.
She don't believe you.
I understand, and I believe you.
No, get the chakra.
Chaka?
Chakalva? The shoe.
The slipper? The Spanish thing?
Yeah. Get the shoe! It's finally over. We have discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last.
Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Ah, something very near has slipped my mind.
Where the fuck is Darkrai? Mr. Holmes?
This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. The cause of death was a broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to be somewhat unnatural.
What do you mean unnatural?
What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruto?
Is he facing the wrong way? Well... Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck. How did he break his neck from that angle? Which part of this photographic print seems unnatural?
That's my guess. Why is his hand like this and not bracing himself?
I guess. Go ahead.
We have a couple tries, so. Alright. Oh,
If
that's
he really
you.
fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right.
The exact same thought had occurred to me. I have a lot of experience in falling. Excuse you.
Excuse me.
In a fall, one's instinct is to open palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something.
Ow!
What?
I bet you it was her earring.
Ow, that would hurt. Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago.
You did.
And not pray do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow. Mr. Holmes, show us, please. Why, of course, my dear madame. Would I keep you in suspense?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the earring.
Ow!
This is what I found.
I don't even have pierced ears, and I can only imagine.
Oh, I have.
I know you have.
No, like, I used to, but
I
I'm
know.
saying, I know it's like from years to bleed. Anyway, it hurts. Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle.
Yes, you're right. Crescent moon. It's very pretty. But what does it tell us? Don't steal my lucky charms. It tells us nothing. Do you even look at your daughter? A crescent moon looks familiar. I'm sure I've
You just
seen
said
it
that.
before.
It's lying more or less. Observation, Mr. Naruto. That is the key.
What?
The truth is now tantalizingly close.
How did that crescent moon come to be in Kasuma's clenched fist?
This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Thank fucking God. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe the world. Find your answer with your own eyes. Anyways, until next time.
This has been Gally.
This has been nice.
See y'all next time.
Bye bye, everybody.